What if your dog didn't just happen to find you? What if they were sent for a reason you might not see yet? You may think it was luck that brought you together, a rescue, a gift, a random moment that changed everything. But what if it was something more? What if the soul beside you, the one who looks at you with such knowing eyes, was placed in your life on purpose, to teach, to heal, to remind you that love never leaves, it only takes new forms? Because sometimes, the quietest companions carry the loudest answers. And sometimes, God doesn't send people, He sends dogs. Since the beginning of time, dogs have walked beside us, not behind, not ahead, but with us. They've stood guard outside our caves, our homes, our hearts, in every corner of the world, across every language and faith. They've carried the same message: loyalty, faith, love, that doesn't fade when life gets hard. Ancient Egyptians believed dogs were protectors of the soul in the afterlife. Native tribes saw them as spirit guides, guardians that bridge the seen and the unseen. And maybe they were all right. Because even today, dogs seem to know what the human heart has forgotten: how to love without question, how to stay when others walk away, and how to listen when words fall apart. Have you ever noticed how your dog always seems to know? It's as if they're tuned in to a secret language of the heart, one that humans often forget how to speak. When you're sad, they move closer, they sense your sorrow, and without a word offer comfort that no one else can. When you're lost, they wait. Dogs have guided the blind, stood by soldiers in battlefields, and found people lost in the wilderness, led only by an invisible thread of loyalty and intuition. When you're quiet, they listen. They don't ask why, they don't judge, they simply show up. In moments of silence, their presence speaks volumes. That's not just instinct, that's divine intuition. Ancient cultures believed dogs were spiritual guardians, able to sense things beyond human perception. Science says they sense our heartbeats, our hormones, even our pain. Studies show dogs can detect changes in our body chemistry, alerting us to seizures, low blood sugar, or even cancer, sometimes before we know ourselves. But I think it's more than that. There are stories of dogs traveling hundreds of miles to find their families, or refusing to leave a loved one's side in times of need. I think dogs are born already connected to something higher, a frequency of love and peace that humans spend a lifetime trying to return to. Maybe that's why, when we look into their eyes, we feel seen, understood, and loved, not just by them, but by something greater. Maybe your dog came into your life when you needed healing the most, when the world felt heavy and hope seemed far away, when you'd forgotten how to trust, and the idea of opening your heart again felt impossible. They arrived, quietly, patiently, offering their trust first. When loneliness started to feel normal, your dog became a gentle presence, reminding you that you were never truly alone. When you needed someone who didn't care about your past, they offered unconditional love. No questions, no judgment, just acceptance. And then, there they were, tail wagging, eyes shining, heart wide open. Dogs have an incredible ability to sense our emotions, to know when we need comfort, and to give it freely. They didn't come to judge your story. They came to listen, to sit with you in silence, to be a steady companion through every storm. They came to walk through it with you, step by step, never rushing, always matching your pace, whether you were ready to run or needed to pause and breathe. Because sometimes, the love of a dog isn't just comfort, it's a rescue. Studies show that dogs can lower our stress, ease anxiety, and even help with depression. They pull us out of dark places we didn't even realize we'd fallen into. Their presence can spark hope, inspire laughter, and remind us of the simple joys in life. They teach us how to forgive, how to love again, how to simply be. In their eyes, we are enough. And through their love, we begin to believe it too. Every wag, every nuzzle, every quiet moment together is a reminder. Sometimes, the greatest rescues come on four paws, with a heart full of love. When your dog greets you at the door every single day as if you're the best thing that ever happened to them, that's not habit, that's faith. It's the unwavering belief that you'll always come back, no matter how long you've been gone. Even if you're just gone for 5 minutes, to them, it's a joyful reunion worth celebrating. When they sit beside you through sickness, through tears, through silence, that's not training, that's grace. Dogs have an incredible ability to sense our emotions, often curling up next to us when we're at our lowest, offering comfort without a single word. There are countless stories of dogs refusing to leave their owner's side during illness, or quietly laying their head on your lap when you feel alone. And when they look at you, truly look at you, it's as if heaven itself borrowed their eyes just to remind you, you're still loved, you're still seen. In those moments, their gaze tells you everything words cannot. It's a silent promise that you matter, no matter what you're going through. You're not alone. Dogs are living proof that faith and grace can be found in the simplest gestures. A wagging tail, a gentle nuzzle, a quiet presence. They remind us, every day, that love is always waiting at the door. There are moments in life that remind us, miracles don't always look the way we expect. Like the dog who barked and refused to leave his owner's side after they collapsed, alerting neighbors and saving a life. Across the world, countless stories echo this. Dogs sensing seizures before they happen, or detecting drops in blood sugar, even before any human can notice. Or, the shelter pup who wouldn't leave a child's side during therapy, offering silent comfort through trauma and fear. Studies show therapy dogs can lower anxiety, reduce pain, and help children find their voice when words are too hard to say. There's the old dog who lay beside his human's bed until their very last breath, a gentle guardian through the hardest goodbye. Dogs have an uncanny sense for our emotions, often providing comfort in our loneliest moments, even at the end of life. No one taught them that. No one needed to. Science can't fully explain how dogs know when we need them most, but their intuition is real, and it's powerful. Because love like that isn't learned, it's sent. It's as if they're born with a purpose, to heal, to protect, to love us in ways we never imagined possible. Maybe that's what miracles look like now, not burning bushes or parted seas, but the quiet, everyday acts of kindness and loyalty that change our lives forever. A wet nose nudging away tears, a wagging tail greeting us at the door, a love that stays, no matter what. In a world that can feel uncertain, maybe the greatest miracles are the ones curled up right beside us. So the next time your dog rests their head on your lap, or follows you from room to room for no reason, remember, it's not by chance. You were chosen, they were sent, and together, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Maybe your dog's purpose isn't just to be loved, maybe it's to remind you what love really is. Because when you look into their eyes, you don't just see an animal. You see a reflection of something pure, eternal, sacred, and that's why, your dog wasn't sent by chance, they were sent for you. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to like this video and share it with someone who loves their dog like family. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, where we share daily blessings, reflections, and stories that remind us how deeply our dogs connect our souls to something divine. Tell us in the comments, how has your dog changed your life? We'd love to read your story.